Good evening, guys. It's a beautiful evening. I'm so excited tonight just to come back here and continue with my green card application series. This is the third series, guys. So if you've not checked the first and the second, kindly scroll through my videos and you will find the videos that are addressing the green card application. The last one that I did, actually, I was not even able to say goodbye because I thought I had set it on a 10-minute, only for me to realize that I had actually set it on 160 minutes. what was it? 1 minute, actually, yeah. So because of that, the video just disconnected and it just disconnected, but I was like, no, let me still post it because it has the information that I needed to convey, which was on timelines. If you've not checked it out, kindly check it out. So now today I want to give out all the other details that are required. And as I had told you guys, you need to have all this information with you before you start the application, because as I said earlier, you only have 16 minutes to do your application, and where you have time limits, then it's important that you have all the information ready so that you don't bring about confusion in the process. So today, guys, one of the major things that will be required is a passport size photo. And this passport size photo has specific measurements that are required and some other details that are required. So I will be doing a separate video to address the passport size photo that is required so that you're able to submit the kind of photo that will pass the test. So kindly look forward, or rather just make sure that you're checking out on my video so that you can get to know what is required with your passport size photo. And as you know, guys, time is running out. We only have like 10, 9, 11 days left, because as I said, let's try and do this application by the 30th of October 2024, though the deadline is on the 5th of November 2024. The reason being, I had said, is that during that last week, there's a probability the system will be very busy, and so there is likely to be things to do with hanging of the system because of the workload. So to be on the safe side of the application, it's important that we have it done by the 30th of October. And if you can do it earlier than that, that's even much more better for you. So guys, what you need to have ready with you, besides the passport size photo, which I have said I'll do another video to give the details, you will need to have your full names as they appear in your ID card, your national ID card, or as they appear in your passport if you have already applied for one and received it. The only difference when it comes to the names is the order in which you will fill in the names. The ID card has your name starting with your first name, followed by your middle name, and then lastly the surname. But when it comes to this green card application, guys, you're supposed to start with your last name, followed by your first name, and then lastly your middle name. So you start with the last name, followed by first name, then the middle name. That is with the name. So make sure you've arranged your name like that, because as I had told you guys earlier, you need to have this information ready with you. So probably you can look for a book or a piece of paper and put this information exactly the way it is required, because then that way you are sure that you're putting in the right details, the correct way, the right way, and then it's most likely it will help you to beat the deadline of 60 minutes. So that by the time you're hitting the submit button, it is within the 60 minutes that are given. Second, you will need to put in your gender. Gender means you can either be male, you can be female, or you can be transgender. Whichever gender you are, probably they will have given out the various genders. So wherever your gender falls into, please kindly make sure that you fill in that. And as you know, with the US government, they are very particular when it comes to honesty. So guys, kindly make sure you're very honest in your submissions, because the moment they realize that you have lied, you will definitely be disqualified. After gender, kindly put in your date of birth and make sure that your date of birth is also in tandem with your ID card or your passport. Whatever dates of birth that you filled in, kindly make sure that you keep it as it is. There needs to be consistency. Let's not have contradictory information. If your date of birth was 3rd of March 2020, whatever date that was, make sure that's exactly what you put in the green card application. Don't try to lie, because if you do and it contradicts your records, which you will be required to submit probably when you're doing when you're visiting the embassy to do the interview, then definitely you will be disqualified, even if you will have won the green card. They will disqualify you at that stage if the information is contradictory. After the date of birth, guys, you will be required to fill in the city of birth. In our case, in our country, Kenya, you will probably, that will lie on the county of birth. City of birth will probably be in relation to your county of birth. That I will confirm maybe in another video or something, but the city of birth is likely to be the county or whichever city. If the information will be in the system, then you can select it. The information that will be in the system is what you select. Next, there will be the country of birth. You could be in Kenya, or you could be a Kenyan, but you were not born in Kenya. Maybe you were born in South Africa, you were born in Nigeria, you were born in Ghana, you were born in Somalia, you were born in Ethiopia. Kindly make sure that you put in the country of birth. Then there is the country of eligibility. You will be applying in regard to the country that is eligible for the green card, because there are some countries that are not given these opportunities and privileges. Apparently, Kenya happens to be amongst the countries that are eligible. So in that case, if you're Kenyan, you put Kenya, or whichever country that you're in, you will need to confirm that your country is eligible. That is, they are enjoying those privileges from the US government. Then we have, I've already talked about the photo, which I will do as another video on the same. Then after that, you will need to have your mail address ready. That is your PO box and the code and everything. If you're in Kisumu, if you're in Kericho, if you're in Meru, if you're in Thika, if you're in Murang'a, if you're in Nyeri, then put in the PO box number, that you know if they sent a mail, you can actually access it. Don't put a PO box number that is cooked. Put something that is legitimate, because then if they're able, if they are meant to send anything to you, then it should be able to reach you. Then there is the country where you live. You need to put in the country where you live. You could be a Kenyan, but you're living in South Africa. So in that case, kindly put the country where you are living at the date of the application. After that, you'll be required to put in the phone number, but the phone number, I understand, is optional. Then there is the email address, and then you will need to indicate your highest level of education. And because of time, kindly guys, allow me to end here. Kindly look out for the next video, which I will be submitting with the remaining details. Kindly share this video with your friends, share it with your family, share it with people that desire to relocate to the US. This is a beautiful opportunity. It is a great privilege. Kindly do not deny people this information that you no need it. And with